Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Jurassic World. Actually covering LEGO Jurassic World storyline finally. We're continuing the story from the first episode, first level. Let's go to the second level right now. That first level was very long, although it kind of still didn't have a lot to interact with. So we're gonna start as the kids now. Interesting. Uh, I still get the feeling, like a lot of LEGO games, I'm gonna end up saying the free play elements in each level should have been in the main game. It's like, so here's the monorail that would take us back to Jurassic Park, and I'm trying to think if maybe there's a place where I can go in here to purchase stuff. What is this? Because we haven't found where we purchase anything. And this feels like a hub world. This is where all of our minifig collections are gonna be. That kinda sucks. I thought it would be really cool if they made a giant display case with all the dinosaurs, but obviously there's not enough room here for that. And then, what's this? This is custom Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here. What can we even change? Not a lot. You can add horns and change the color. That black one would look pretty good. We can change his head to several things. And then body and then tail. And that's kind of it. Different colors. I like the idea. I bet if you really loved dinosaurs, you probably would love this level of customization. But it's hard even for me to see. And here we have the genetic code randomization if you were gonna change things. And because of the way that works, Gattaca, GATC, they've made the code incredibly longer to do that joke. Ooh, that's a good one. That's my custom one. Shiny T-Rex. Is there anything else in this room though? No? Nothing at all. That's the Hammond Creation Lab. And what's this? This is our customization of our characters. So, in this one, it's not a genetic joke. And it starts with just a bunch of dots at the end. Interesting. Let's see. Randomizations seem to be pretty abound. I bet if you compared the total number of combinations in this game versus the total number of custom combinations you could have done in like LEGO Star Wars, their first game, you would find that it's a little bit more, probably could be significantly more if they had every single different variant from every single other LEGO game, but they do try to keep it somewhat under control. I imagine you could just fill a screen full of shirts and hats and heads and clothing and just overwhelm the players with choice. I mean, you're already kind of overwhelming me with choice with the things here, and these are custom dinosaurs, or this one should be custom F through J. If there's any quest to actually have custom characters, we'll have to come back to that. Here we are, red bricks. So score times 2 is 1,000,000. It's not available. Score times 4 is 2,000,000. Score times 6 is 3,000,000. Score times 8 is 4,000,000. I can't afford it. And that's the only one I've found. If I get the red brick detector and the mini kit detector, I could afford both of those, and the gold brick detector, I could afford that. Amber brick detector, sure. Fast build is interesting. That I don't even think you need fast build because you build really fast in this game anyways. But we need to unlock everything. Anyways. So there's more work that needs to be done. I apparently can't go up here, or going up there is locked off for now. This is a code section in case you were gonna just cheat. And this looks like a real museum. But I am very disappointed that this is how they're gonna show you your getting all the mini kits. I really wanted to see an area where all of them were actually built just all around a big room, even bigger than this one. Maybe that's what's up there. I don't know. But we're here to actually play a level, and we've already spent 6 minutes running around. At least now we know... Nope, I don't want to play that. We can look at the map though. This is the Jurassic World dinosaur section, which seems to not connect. Like, this is Jurassic World, and this is Jurassic Park, and it seems to just overlap because so much time has passed since then. So it's totally a different instance. Yeah, I'm sure amusement parks love it when you smash their stuff. Here's a cars. So I imagine this gate's gonna open eventually.
Remember, the gyrospheres are not bumper cars.
I want to explore.
If you end up in the lost and found, don't expect me to come get you.
Please note, the west boardwalk is temporary.
So where are we supposed to go?
Hope to have it open again as soon as possible.
Do we have a character that can throw things? No, oddly, the older brother seems to have some kind of, like, wrench on one side and looks like a bone on the other. This is weird. Okay, we started on that side and now we're going this way. It looks rather nice, actually. It is kind of like a Disneyland with this big lake in the middle selling you stuff. Somebody spent some effort on that.
The owner of the child called Griffin. Please go to the nearest information.
Griffin. Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Clothes. And then music store. Some of this looks like Lego Marvel stores that they had in the New York open world. Look at all the people walking around. They look pretty good. Nobody looks too repetitive. They're wearing the same shirt, but everything else is different. I think I saw that guy before. There should just be a group of acceptable... Look, 3 guys wearing the same shirt. Like, see, there's not enough clothes for their randomization here. They need to program a set of acceptable clothes that people in certain areas would wear, and then have that set be a lot more than you would think. I can't jump up here, so why did it want me to go? It wants me to go over here to this area.
Are we allowed in there?
We've got all access passes, Gray.
This
You
guy
can
is
do
a
that?
Jurassic World. Small characters can access the hatches. Is an all-access pass to a amusement area grounds to be allowed to trespass every single area? It's like, I don't think so. I don't think the implied permission goes that far. I don't think you can say, well, I'm allowed to be backstage at a concert because I have a. Well, you are allowed to be backstage at a concert if you have an all-access pass, I would assume. But you probably don't have grounds to say I'm allowed to be on stage or in the security office.
You kids shouldn't be in here. But, seeing as you are, you got any idea how to put this thing together?
Sure.
This is the.
You might have just saved old Birdie's bacon.
I thought this is where you made dinosaurs appear, or platforms like this. So, I don't recall in the movie there actually being
Keep going.
the older kid having any real skills
That's exactly right.
to fix things. And I don't recall the younger kid really having any extra skills too. That's the one thing that the first Jurassic Park movie could get away with, and you really can't get away with modern movies, is in Jurassic World, these two kids are just two kids, and their parents are on the verge of divorce, and we haven't even started the level yet, but there's, yeah, we just made that dinosaur appear out of nowhere.
Boys and girls, introducing the biggest bonehead of the Cretaceous period, the Pachycephalosaurus.
And they're just making the dinosaurs appear out of nowhere.
Up to 10 inches thick, making them nature's perfect battering ram. Assuming you ignore massive bones. Let's see how he does against these pillars of solid rock.
That doesn't look like solid rock to me, but okay. So yeah, the Jurassic World, the two kids are just kids. They don't have special hacking skills, and they don't know Unix, and they aren't super sporty. They're just regular kids. Whereas in old movies, you could really do caricatures, and whatever the story needed, you'll just do it. I mean, it's a movie about dinosaurs anyways. Even in Jurassic Park 2, the daughter of Ian and Malcolm, who I finally figured out she was his biological daughter, it seems, from a previous relationship. In fact, he had 3 daughters according to the first movie, and then in the second movie he says he only has 1, so they didn't even get the story straight. But she had gymnastic skills and kicked the dinosaur, and then the kid in Jurassic Park 3 has amazing survival skills and survives on the island for at least 3 weeks with dinosaurs running around.
Our Pachycephalosaurus pal won't have felt a thing.
Nature's battering ram. I don't even know if this is a real dinosaur. It probably is, but I shouldn't take my knowledge from Jurassic Park movies, obviously. Hey, I kind of want to see like a documentary now of dinosaurs, just to figure out what was true and what wasn't.
Don't worry, folks. He's going to be just fine. This is just a little light exercise for these tough guys. And that's all for now.
Really?
Thanks for watching, and we'll be back this afternoon with another show.
The West Boardwalk has now been reopened. Remember, ice cream is people food, not dinosaur food.
The gyrospheres. We can ride the gyrospheres.
So that basically was just dogfighting. Now, let's just put it as it was. That was dogfighting. We still haven't started the level, so we're either gonna have a really short level here, or I may have to end this episode and not even do a level, which would be really weird. But yeah, they just had those dinosaurs fight for the amusement of the people. And I'm not saying the dinosaurs wouldn't have fought on their own.
Thanks for waiting while
I'm just saying they certainly encouraged it.
If you're looking for something to do, you can visit the Triceratops pet and zoo just off the East Boardwalk.
Game Over is probably a terrible name for a arcade.
Next time Lyle's off, you can cover for him on your own. Don't volunteer my services. I'm a handyman, not a janitor.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. I just don't understand how feeding a single ice cream to a Triceratops could cause all of that.
This guy's stuck under a gate. And there's a theater experience. There's a lot of stuff here that feels like we're gonna have to run around and deal with. T-Rex Kingdom this way.
Those walls must be 50 feet high. How do you think they feed the T-Rex?
I don't know. Maybe it's like with that giant water one or the shark.
Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. Like, I am not going the right way. Interesting. Also interesting that I just walk towards the door and it loads the next section. It was a fast load, but the door didn't open or anything. Here we go. Well, not the ice cream store. It must be behind. Gyrospheres. So this is where the story starts for these kids. They get in the gyrospheres and they're going on this kind of guided tour. It's basically the same as the first movie. You, instead of getting in a Jeep that's on tracks, they get into these fictional glass balls that are on tracks or pre-programmed.
Sorry, everyone. An engineer is on the way. I hope. Oh man, it's my first day and they're gonna fire me. The gyrosphere track's broken and nobody's come out to fix it. I should have just mowed lawns for my summer job instead.
Yeah, that's the kind of employee you want at a Jurassic Park. It's
You
just
did it! I'm not gonna get fired.
people that don't even know what they're doing.
I owe you big. It's all right,
Although,
everyone. The ride's open again.
Yeah, and about time.
honestly, that probably is most of the people that run amusement parks are just kids taking summer jobs.
Good news, it shouldn't be long now, Emma. Now, you're not gonna get scared, are you?
It's never too late to learn something new.
Use the left stick to steer the gyrosphere. So you hop in the ball, you just hop in through the glass. And then, see that they are kinda on tracks, but you can totally go off the tracks too. And then it just stops.
Because you helped me out, I'll tell you a big secret. There are these special pads, and if you park your gyrosphere on one of them, you can open up shortcuts around the park. Neat, huh?
So this is from Lego Batman, and it makes a lot more sense here than it did in Lego Batman, because Robin would just turn into this big ball and roll on there. It seemed like a really ridiculously thought out concept. Here it makes more sense. The gyrospheres roll pretty nicely. And I guess the thought is that it's so...
Hey, it's me. There are also some other pads which will spring your gyrosphere up into the air if you use them. Again, that's a big secret, so don't tell anyone I told you. Wait, do they monitor these radio channels?
Yes, we do, Marty.
No hablo español?
So the ball falls apart and I fall out of it. And then the brother gets out of it too if I fall. Remember, we still haven't started the level yet. Apparently I'm not heavy enough to break that. I assume this is something a dinosaur needs to break. And it's been 19 minutes and we haven't even started. Let's see, get up here. Get over here. Open that. Let's see, what's this one? It's a banana. Which I assume the banana thing is going to be necessary to heal that dinosaur later. But for now I don't think I need it. Just hop in there.
I'm Mr. DNA, and I make learning fun.
So 20 minutes to get to the beginning of the level because of the free play stuff. That's really where LEGO games should go.
Off-road.
They told us to go back.
There, see? You're welcome. Up close and personal with 4... dinosauruses.
Ankylosaurus. We shouldn't be here, and there's 5 dinosaurs.
And that's the Indominus Rex. So we've got a chase sequence, and that may be all this level is. It's just a Gyrosphere's chase sequence. Let's see how many studs I'm gonna need to fill up the True Survivor bar. Well, I'm not immediately filling it up. But looking for every single collectible and everything. There's the monorail. Again, it makes no sense how you could build the monorail and all that stuff with the dinosaurs wandering around this island, because they were here, obviously. Unless what they did is they killed all the original dinosaurs and then genetically recreated them all later after control, establishing some form of control. And see, that would be kind of one of those tragic, like, hidden secrets to the beginning of the park that would be really cool. I can't believe I even got that. The control of these things is weird because it keeps changing the camera angle on me. But
Hit the brakes!
hit the brakes. Why would I hit the brakes? At the very least here, they don't specifically say that the T-Rex can only go 32 miles per hour and then say that the gyroscopes can go way faster than that. I would suspect, since they're not designed to be actual vehicles to save time, that they would be rather slow.
You okay? I can't get out of this thing.
We should help the Ankylosaurus. It could be the other one.
You're the dino expert.
So this kid is kind of, I guess, knowledgeable about dinosaurs. I imagine most kids in a world where the Jurassic World existed would be rather interested and knowledgeable about it. But maybe in the world that Jurassic World exists in, so many other things happen too that it doesn't matter. Imagine if it's all the same Steven Spielberg universe. That would mean that an asteroid nearly destroyed the planet, that Indiana Jones was running around somewhere, that E.T. was running around somewhere. Strange things could very easily always be happening in this universe. And so, a single island full of dinosaurs, not really that interesting. That is also kind of true, I think, for the DC universe and probably the Marvel universe also. That they have like a dinosaur island somewhere. Alright, now we're doing the quick time events. Speaking of quick time events, the fight in Jurassic Park 3, the game, ended in the exact opposite way that the fight in the movie did. in the fight in the movie, the T-Rex is defeated by the other dinosaur. In the game, the T-Rex wins. That seems not fair. That's like, you can't just change the story because nobody liked the story. But they kind of do that in a couple places too. I've been floating the thought that
What else can we do?
Jurassic Park 1 was about Alan Grant and Dr. Sarah, or whatever the lady in the first movie was, because there was two doctors, were thinking about having kids. And it turns out, having not watched the movie recently, they totally were discussing that. And that, however, at the end, Alan Grant still decides not to have kids, because in the second movie they show the lady have kids with somebody else. So it totally goes the opposite way that the end of the movie implies it's gonna go to, because at the very end of the movie, the grandkids of the old man that runs the facility are leaning on Alan Grant. So Indominus Rex can roar and smash amber Lego objects, and I assume that's amber Lego objects. So in the second movie, Alan Grant doesn't show up. He and Malcolm does, and he has either 3 daughters or 1 daughter, according to what day of the week it is, apparently. This guy does have a camera and he can take pictures. Interesting. And so that movie is almost about whether Ian Malcolm wants to decide whether he wants to be a parent after already having kids. And then the third movie is, I would suppose, maybe Alan Grant rethinking having kids, but he still doesn't in the third movie. Yeah, there's no implication there. So the themes are very weak. I have to say, there could have been a really strong theme there if they had just kept the same characters for all 4 of the movies. These could have been the grandkids of the original owner in this movie easily.
There's no way I could get the Gyrosphere over that tree.
I can build you a ramp.
Some of that voice seems like it had to have been added for the game. I don't recall a sequence where one kid was outside of the gyrosphere and the other kid wasn't, because they were in one. It was a 2-seater device, and instead of 2. Seems like I would need some kind of counterbalance with the other character to get that. I keep running over my brother here. And then we've got some new characters, new kind of dinosaurs.
I have to help it again.
Just watch yourself.
The game could have done with a few more small dinosaurs to balance it out. I guess the core problem with a dinosaur movie is you are going to be spending 90% of your budget making animations for different types of dinosaurs, and you just can't go on and on with that. If there's billions and billions of species, as far as I know, on the planet Earth, there were probably billions and billions of species of dinosaurs that were pretty diverse, and we only know of, I'm sure, a fraction of them. But I imagine even the ones we know of only a tiny percentage of those were actually shown in any of the Jurassic Park movies. It's hard for Lego games to add drama to it, though. We're in the middle of this big fight, but it's just kind of background noise right now that the dinosaurs are fighting. There's no real danger of us getting hurt, so in the meantime we can just build a pretty cool egg throwing device. That was cool. We don't have the Lego the Hobbit thing. That's a shame. I really liked that. Lego the Hobbit had this collection element to it where you picked up certain materials, put them in a barrel, and then you actually had to pick out of about 8 objects, Lego objects, what object was the right one for the next spot of the build, instead of just instantly building the build by holding down the B button. And I enjoyed that as a puzzle element quite a bit. It was really groundbreaking. Unfortunately, it got put in by far the worst Lego games I've ever played, and seems to have been thrown out with the bathwater. At least so far it has. Maybe it will come back in the next game if they make a next game. Right now they just announced season 2 of Lego Dimensions, and that's about all they're talking about right now.
No, it's still working. Okay.
It's just, that's kind of funny, the dinosaur's just toying with him now. Climb up here. Little chompies. We're building what? Some kind of crane? Claw game? It is a claw game, okay. Jurassic World.
How do I use this thing?
We have seen far too many cranes in this game. This is crane number 6 or 7 in the game that we've actually controlled, and I would say it's about crane number 8 or 9 that we've actually seen. Let's see. X doesn't do anything, B doesn't do anything, A doesn't do anything, and Y changes. I'm having trouble getting back on the thing. It looks like I'm right here. Left, right, forward, down, left. Maybe I need to grab this car. Oh, that is what I need to do. Okay. I figured you were just gonna grab the dinosaur. So now I grab the car, not hitting any buttons right now. That was all automatic. You needed something just to pop up on the screen and say grab the car with the crane. There we go. And somehow that thing still survives. Well, I don't think this happened in the movie actually.
They can camo, right? But that paddock is mostly infrared cameras.
The only way it could hide from thermal is if it can change its heat signature. No animal can do that.
Yeah? Well, this one can.
Imagine that. A dinosaur that can change its heat signature.
Technical malfunction.
Technical.
I don't know if
Reunited
there's going to be
watching,
any
she
more of
marked
this
up that
level.
wall as a distraction. She wanted us to think she escaped.
I'm going to close everything north of the resort.
Let asset containment capture it quietly. The very existence of this park is predicated on our ability to handle incidents like this.
I would have a word with your people in the lab. That thing out there, that is no dinosaur.
Zara, I need you to bring the boys back to the hotel right away. Wait, no. I can't. Slow down. They what?
I need you. My nephews, they're out in the valley.
And that's the end of the level. Really. So, odd there. That was a 36-minute playthrough, but 20 minutes of that was before the level even started. So the level itself rather short, but they made up for it by having us actually need to do some things in the open world. They really failed to do any of that in Jurassic Park 1, 2, or 3. Anytime we were in the open world, sometimes it was a puzzle that would take about 5 minutes, but a lot of times it was literally just walk from point A to point B and nothing else. Now, Lego The Lord of the Rings, which I keep referencing because it was recently played by me, was a lot worse about that, because every single time almost it was walking from point A to point B and doing nothing at all in the meantime. But that's a weird breakdown, but the right way to go. I still maintain that they need to figure out a way to make it 100% open world eventually. They may never actually make it that far though. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.